गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of the universe. Let there be peace, let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, yesterday we have seen the first topic, that is Antashitalata, coolness within. In the chapter number 16, the story of Suraghu, wherein Rama's question was whether the person, if he is fully absorbed in the world, doing all the worldly things, but his mind is totally absorbed in the absolute consciousness, that is one state, or second person who is gone for solitude, he is resorted to solitude, steadfast in the observation of the samadhi in the absolute. Revert says, please tell me out of these two who is the better. And then Vasishtha Rishi has very nicely told both the situations are similar, only conditioning of mind is different. One conditioning is that he goes to the solitude, does all the procedures, follows rules and regulations, and attains the tranquility. And another person is remains in the world, happy going, happy go lucky, do all the activities in the world, but heart in heart knows that this is not true. Truth is only the transcendent, immanent one without second. It cannot be two. So, in the both the situations, the benefit will be the same and the experience also will be the same. So, finally, what has been said by Vasishtha Rishi is that all the spiritual practices be happy, and that will be living in samadhi. So, when you doing something, taking tea, doing some activity, or listening some music, bhajans, keep cool within yourself. Antashilata is very important. Keep cool within yourself. Keeping cool within yourself is a very important characteristic, and it has to be done. And he pursues rightly who looks after all beings as himself, and possession of others as the lump of gold, lump of earth. सब लोग अपने ही लोग हैं और बाकी उसकी जो चीजें हैं that is lump of earth, merely on account of inherent nature and not because of fear. किसी के डर की वजह से नहीं, inherent nature. He knows this is my inherent nature. I am the absolute consciousness, and that all absolute consciousness is one. Everywhere it is one only. So it is very natural. It is not the artificial state which has been brought because of some samadhi, some procedure done here and there. Nothing of that sort. So this was regarding Antashitalta. Today we will be starting the actual story, that is story of Suraghu. So before that there is a teaching of Mandava, Mandopakhyana. That is the Rishi Mandav. What is going to tell is being told by Vasishtha Rishi to Rama now. So shloka number 10. Atre vodaharantim vrittantam suragho kila suraghu nama balavan kirate shobhavatpura. In this very matter, they narrate the story, as they say, of Suraghu. In former times, there was a powerful king of Kirata, a hunting tribe by name Suraghu. So the Suraghu is name of the powerful king of Kirata, a hunting tribe. So there are tribes, and their tribes king's name was Suraghu. Next shloka 11. Sachakre Rajakaryani Nigrahanugrahe Krame Tajjabhab Sukadukhabhyam Tasya Dola Itammana. So what is happening is, because he was a king of this hunting tribe, he has to give punishment and rewards, being the administrator of the kingdom. And his mind used to swing to and fro, becomes restless by the pleasure and pain caused by that administration. वो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से उसका मन खराब होता था कि कुछ लोगों को पनिशमेंट देना पड़ता था, कुछ लोगों को रिवॉर्ड्स देना पड़ता था. अथे कदा स प्रपञ्च मण्डवं मुनिमागतां सम्पूज्य विधिवद्भक्त्या सन्देहं छिन्दि मे प्रभो निग्रहानुग्रहे जाता मदभूत्यवपुषि स्थिता कश्यन्ति मामलं चिन्ता समतो देति मे कथम्. Then once he asked sage Mandava, who had come there after being honored him with devotion in due form, Master, remove this doubt of mine. Anxiety is caused by punishments and rewards which are risen on the person of my subjects. Rub me gently. How shall equanimity rise in me? So now what is happening is this Suraghu, the king of tribe, is asking his sage Mandava. Mandava has come to his place, he has honored, he has given the water to wash the feet, given a reverences, respect to that this thing, and then asked how to attain the equanimity of the mind, even though he has to punish some people or reward some people. So now Mandava Vacha, Shloka number 14. Mandava Vacha स्वविचारणे ये वाशु साम्यत्तन्तर्मनोज्वर कोऽहं कथमिदं किं वा कथं मरणजन्मनि विचार एवं परिध्यात स्वभावस्य सत्ता तव मनस्वरूपमृत्सृज शमं यस्यति विज्वर. So what it's saying is only by your own investigation the fever anxiety of the mind within is extinguished quickly. What has to be done now? Your own investigation. So we know there are four methods of contemplation: tranquility, contentment, holy company, and inquiry. So this Mandav Rishi is telling the fourth one to apply, and only by investigation, inquire. The fever, that is the anxiety of the mind within, is extinguished quickly. So what was the problem? The problem of this Suraghu Rishi, Suraghu king, who was a tribe king, was he has to give punishment to some people, reward to some people. Because of that, his mind was becoming restless. So now he has to calm down the restless mind. So now what Mandav Rishi is telling you what has to be done is फीवर जो एंजाइटी जो तुम्हारे माइंड में हो रही वो एंजाइटी इन्वेस्टिगेशन से ही जा सकती है. व्हाट इज दैट इन्वेस्टिगेशन? हु एम आई? मैं कौन हूँ? हाउ डर दिस वर्ल्ड, हाउ इज दिस वर्ल्ड बॉर्न? मैं कौन हूँ और ये जगत कैसा बॉर्न हुआ? व्हाट पॉसिबल इज दिस एग्जिस्टेंस? सो थ्री क्वेश्चंस: हु एम आई, how is this world born, what possible is this existence, how do death and birth happen? Fourth question: how do death and birth happen? To you of the nature of being, who have well understood your inherent nature, having reflected thus, the mind will attain to tranquility free from fever or anxiety, having given up its natural character. तो माइंड क्या हो जाएगा? शांत हो जाएगा. कब शांत हो जाएगा? जब तुम इंक्वायर करोगे. क्या इंक्वायरी? हु एम आई, हाउ इज दिस वर्ल्ड बॉर्न, what possible is this existence, how do the death and birth happens? So four questions. Actually the spiritual life is not difficult, we are difficult. Life is very simple. We want to prove something to someone, we want some recognition, we want to become something special, and that's what brings the problem in our life. Next shloka: yavat sarvana sanyaktam tavadatma na labhyate atmavalokanartham hi tasmat sarva parityaja. So long as everything is not completely renounced, the self is not obtained or pursued. Therefore, for the sake of pursuing or realizing the self alone, let one give up everything. So here it has been advised to give up everything. So what has to be given up? Wrong notions has to be given up. How can you achieve peace even though busy in worldly things? If your mind is undisturbed under all conditions, mind has to be undisturbed. The fever of the mind is frustration, moha, anger, greed, surprise, doubt, irsha, jealousy, etc. These are the inner negative tendencies of the mind that has to be quieted. इसको शांत करना है. You have to think about yourself. अपने बारे में आपको सोचना है. What is that? Who am I? When you go into start inquiring, you'll find that I am none other than the divinity. So, but we wrongly follow our default settings and then suffer. The mental health becomes bad. Our mental health becomes bad. So, people who do work after body suffers physically, do work after body suffer physically. The people who do not work on mind, they suffer mentally. Therefore, vicharna inquiry is a must. If you do not work for a body, so naturally your physical will go. So inquire who is disturbed. When you will find, you will go and inquire, you will understand that mother, father, brother, sister, And likewise, all upadhis they are disturbed. And from where they have come? They have not come from anywhere. They are not truth. The truth is man and woman. So why these situations are in my life? Because the things happens doesn't happen overnight. They are built up. So next shloka eva mukta mune yate raja swayam achintayat deha matram aham nasmi hastapadadya chetanam कर्मेन्द्रियाणि नैवाहं न च कर्मेन्द्रिया मे जडान्यतस्य स्वरूपिणे न च बुद्धिरिन्द्रियाणाम्. Having said thus, when the sage was gone, the king reflected within himself, I am not the mere body which consists of hand, feet, likewise, and incense. So what has happened is now this Mandan Rishi has given an advice to this king Suraghu, and after he is gone, he started contemplation. That is, Vicharna he has started. So he has started Vicharna, and when he is doing Vicharna, he has decided, I am not this body, I am not this hand, I am not this head, I am not this face, I am not this chest, I am not this, all the parts he has done. I am not also the organ of actions, mouth, hand, leg, generative and excretory organs, or nor do I the organs of action belonging to me. I am not at all the organ of perception, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skins. These are meant for me, but I am not that, which are insentient and unreal in nature. So, yes, then neti, everything is dropped. And because of that, what has happened is his body consciousness is dropped, so Dehatma Bhav is dropped. So, don't get involved beyond limits in anybody's life. We change one problem to another problem, and this is our default setting, and then we suffer because mind is a terrible monster. So, friends, think wisely. You have to think wisely, otherwise, you'll suffer. Naham evam shariradi shishtamalokyaham shesho vikalpahino hi vishuddha chitta ham tata swarva bhava gata sukshma bhava bhava vivarjita sa eva bhagavan atma tanurmukta sviva stita. I am thus not the body and like. So now I have dropped the body, I shall consider what has been left. The remainder is indeed bereft of the doubt or variety. Therefore, I am the pure consciousness that is contained in all the thoughts, subtle, destitute existence or non existence. He alone is the self and God, exists just like the threads exist within the row of pearls. He is everywhere. So essentially, you are a man that is common, and you are taken decision in the position when your essential duty takes decision, and remember that you are no more that. For example is given as a car driver. When somebody is driving a car is meant for as an utility. You are supposed to go from one place to another place. Let's say I am going from Nagpur to, let's say, uh, Amravati. I'm going by a car which is a 3 hours journey, so I will sit in the car. So this car is taking us from this place to the Amravati. And when I reach Amravati, I have to drop the car and go for my work. Similarly, when you are working here as a mother, father, husband, wife, brother, sister, those are all upadhis. Work for those upadhis. When the work is over, drop those upadhis and become a man or a woman, which is your inherent nature. That is your inherent nature. You are not permanently as a husband, permanently as a wife, permanently as a brother, permanently as a sister, permanently as a mother, permanently as a father. You are not like that. Permanently, you are a man or a woman. So remain like that. Like you leave the car when your work of the car is over. Similarly, leave all the upadhis. Then only you will be happy. So the Atma Bhav will have to drop. After work is done, none of that has to be kept in mind. Mind will become tranquil because of that. So the wrong notions of thinking, worrying, frustration, jealousy, anger, revenge, all will cool down and you will go to your Swarup. You will naturally go to the Swarup. Iti jnatva kiretesha labbe padam anuttamam vivekadhyavasayena brahmana iva gadija. Thus having known the king of Kirata obtained the highest abode or the position, just as the son of Gadi obtain Brahman would by disciplined mental efforts. So basically, again and again, we are coming to the same situation like mind minus thoughts is equal to consciousness. Try to reduce the thoughts. What happens? Mind get dissolved into the consciousness. So what has to be seen is unless you give up everything, the truth is not revealed. Only know that you are the actor on the stage. We are actor on the stage. You have been given the work. Let's say if you are a guru in Grihastha Ashrama. In Grihastha Ashrama, what can be there? You may be husband, you may be wife, you may have one son, you may have a daughter, you may have mother-in-law, you may have father-in-law, you may have father, you may have mother. And likewise, all the relations will be there. Good. So when you are in the family, behave like mother-in-law, father-in-law, father, mother, and do whatever you are supposed to do for that duty. Moment you are away from that, when you go into the for sleeping, when you go to the bed and try to sleep, go inside the quilt. Where is the mother-in-law, father-in-law, father, mother, brother, sister has gone? Nowhere, because they were nowhere. So you're only acting for that. Actually, only man or woman is remaining, and finally, that is also been dropped when you go into the bed and ask for I want to sleep, I want sleep, I want sleep. When you drop when you drop I, automatically sleep comes. So that is so simple. But then we forget when we are in the upadhis, we feel these upadhis are real and start fighting with each other. And that creates what? That creates the situation like war. That creates a situation like frustration, depression, moho, anger, greed, and desperate, doubt, harsha, jealousy, everything start coming because mind has become thicker. Mind has taken this world as true. So what has to be dropped is Dehatma Bhava is to be dropped like yes, Neti Neti, I am not this there. I am not this Jiva also. Jivatma Bhava is also to drop. I am not the even Ishvara, I am not the great. I am the small person. I am the very small person, and that is consciousness. And that is divinity one within. So this is what Mando Rishi has told Suraghu. After work is done, none of this remains. Mind will give up all the wrong notions about thinking, worrying, and likewise. Essentially, you are a man, and that is a common thing. So don't get involved more than required. Too much involvement in worldly things are not proper because that is the Mithya, that is the drama going on. When the drama is going on, you play your role very nicely and be away with this because of that. Whether you are in the solitude or whether you are in the world, nothing can disturb you if you know that this worldly phenomena is nothing but the long, long, long dream. And you have to come out of the dream. And how do you come out of them? It is only by vicharna. Vicharna you have to do, that is समझदारी आना चाहिए. You have to be समझदार. And if you समझदार, if you comes, then what will happen is you will lead a निष्कलंक जीवन. There will not be even a smallest pinch of badness on your life. And what will finally will come up? You will be always cheerful, blissful, happy, peaceful, contented, tranquil, and over and above cool and relaxed. You will always be happy. There is nothing remaining. So with this we conclude the 21 shloka, that is second topic is over. Tomorrow we'll be seeing the Pareghena Samvad, that is the conversation with Parigh, the conversation of Parikh and Suraghu, the king Suraghu and his another king, king of Persians, named as Parikh. So these two kings are now talking to each other about their sadhana. That we'll see it tomorrow with these prayers. Om Purnamata Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ramachandra Arpanamastu, submitting the divine fruits to holy feet of Sri Ramachandra.